Presently, there is a mindset among the Hindu population. First is that they are trying to react and they are trying to project one book as our book because they have their Bible, they have Quran. We say we have Bhagavadgita. They want to project one book as their book. In 2015-16 or something, they tried to make it the national book of. Thankfully, government didn't agree. But all this happened. We will make it the national book. Too much focus on one book. Trying to base everything out of one book or one set of books. So out of reaction, so many things are happening. Some people said that we want to make Bhagavad Gita as part of the school syllabus. We should teach Bhagavad Gita in schools. You can teach something, of course, but intellectual teaching is not my concern. Recently, somebody asked me, I don't know if he's attending this talk session. There is a Vidvat Goshti happening next month somewhere, and somebody asked me for a note. Many scholars in India are meeting, and they have some Sankalpa Patra where they had summarized what they plan to do, how to bring about awareness in people, how to invigorate spiritual process and all that. So they're all scholars. They are calling for a conference of scholars, and somebody who is attending that asked me for a note. I'm not attending it. They asked me for my comment. So when I looked at their Sankalpa Patra, what I saw mainly is that they intend to write commentaries on scriptures in contemporary language so that people will understand it and people will relate to it and adopt the Hindu way of life. The writing commentaries upon scriptures in contemporary language is very much needed. Even I can contribute to it to some extent. In fact, to some extent, that's what I did in the book without referring to any specific Upanishads or Bhagavad Gita. You will have to write, you will have to explain these things in contemporary language. That has to be done. But this is only a secondary step. It cannot become the fundamental step. The fundamental step has to be, this also I'm telling because of what I went through. When I was 20, I attended that yoga camp in Prashanti. I was barely 20. Okay. Not much exposure to philosophies, not any exposure to any ideologies, nothing. Intellect which is sparkling, but which is not yet contaminated by anything. And the level of agility, alertness, the overall life is exuberant. And I went to this 10-day camp in Prashanti Kutiram. And it is a complete package. Food regulation will happen. Your daily routine will be like that. And people there are like that. Mainly what impacted me was the people there, how people were, how they conducted themselves. Because outside, I never saw such people. In my college, in my lecturers or professors, I didn't see such people. So I saw people impacted me. Then there was some things to cater to your emotions, playing games and singing and all that. Then there were also some intellectual sessions. And these 10 days had such a great impact upon me. And the impact was, I can tell this definitively, the impact was not because of the lectures that were given. Lectures played a very small part in it. It was to cater to the intellect, to take it to the state of inquiry, that's all. But the whole package was given, which took the system to a state of sattva. There was a glimpse of sattva, something that was never experienced until then. Once that was seen, even if it was a glimpse, then it decided the course of my life itself. See, people go by what is in their experience. People do not go by morals and ideologies and teachings. It doesn't matter how much you teach people Bhagavad Gita, no matter how much you teach them in syllabus and schools and whatever. It will finally not impact them because people will only be driven by what is in their experience. Until something is done, before people become adults by 1820 itself, until something definitively is done to show them a glimpse of the sublimity that is possible, their course of life will not change. It may not change the course of everybody's life. Out of 100, it may impact 10 people very deeply. Others may fall off after some time. Effectiveness of it, efficiency of it, I don't know how much it will be. But for some people, at least some percentage of people, it will determine the course of their life. They will pursue it seriously. It will produce genuine seekers. Once you produce genuine seekers, it will produce yogis. Once it produces yogis, it will produce jnana, dharma, whatever great words we talk of in the society. Jnana and dharma cannot be revived in the society by writing commentaries on scriptures. It cannot be. You can spread awareness, you can spread some knowledge, you can talk about gunas and sampancakosha and all this and spread general awareness. But this knowledge is not going to change people's lives. On the contrary, when people's lives don't change, see, suppose I went to some camp and it didn't have anything, it only had lectures, 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 just like college. They gave me lot of information, lot of knowledge. My experience of life has not improved. Now I have nothing to show. Nothing to show means there is nothing more in my experience. So immediately my mind will only work. Okay, I attended 10-day camp. What happened out of it? I gathered so much knowledge. I now became knowledgeable. I know these words. I know these theories. I know these concepts. It will become another strong identity for them. It will become another roadblock. I don't know if you're following what I'm saying. So this is some of the things people here should realize, that unknowingly in deeper and deeper layers, we are also reacting to religious forces and we are also becoming religious. All these is different facets of the same thing. Whatever examples I gave.